Ow! Dog toy!
Dog toy.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I think we've all had that moment.
Yeah.
You see your dog,
Right.
and they're just like completely in love with some beat up old toy,
Totally.
right? And you're just kind of like, huh,
Mm-hmm.
is that really like their favorite toy?
Yeah, is it just the one that's available, or is there something
Yeah.
special about it?
And that's what we're gonna like deep dive into today.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Like, what is it about a dog's favorite toy?
Exactly.
I mean, we all know dogs have those,
yeah,
right? They have their favorites.
they do.
But why? Let's think about comfort for a second.
Okay.
We all know that dogs can like get stressed out,
Right.
anxious,
Yeah, for sure.
especially like when we leave them alone
Separation anxiety.
or maybe during like a thunderstorm.
Yeah.
Could a toy actually like help them?
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really similar to how a kid
Oh, yeah,
will get attached to a stuffed animal.
totally.
Yeah, it's that same kind of thing.
It's that comfort object.
Exactly. And there was actually a study in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior.
Oh, wow.
And they found that dogs that had separation anxiety,
Uh-huh.
their stress hormones, actually went down when they had a familiar toy with them.
So it's like,
It's all about security and familiarity. you
yeah,
know?
it's like their little piece of home,
Exactly.
so that like really beat up tennis ball
Huh?
could be a lot more than
Yeah.
just a toy to them.
Exactly. And it can actually tie into
Okay.
the breed of the dog, too.
Oh, interesting.
Like herding breeds,
Dogs that like herd sheep and stuff.
Exactly. They were bred to manage livestock.
Right.
So they might actually be more drawn to toys that they can like herd.
Oh, so like a little,
Well,
like a
it's-
plush toy or
Yeah,
something.
they can kind of like push around.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Okay, so breed definitely plays a role.
Uh-huh.
But what about like those really classic pairings?
Yeah.
Like you think about a retriever
Yeah.
and you think about a frisbee or a ball.
Right.
Or a terrier with like a squeaky toy.
Mhm.
Are those just stereotypes?
Not at all. Like retrievers,
Yeah.
they were literally bred to fetch.
Yeah.
Like they were
Oh.
bred for generations
Wow.
to go out and get the birds.
To retrieve the game.
Exactly. And there was a really cool study in 2019
Okay.
where they actually mapped the genes
Wow.
that are associated with retrieving behavior in Labradors.
So it's like genetic.
It's literally in their DNA.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. What about those dogs who are just obsessed with squeaky toys?
Oh, yeah.
Like, is there an instinctual?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
That squeak,
Mm,
it mimics the sound of prey.
right.
So it really triggers their hunting instincts. And that's especially strong in terriers.
Oh, right. Because they used to be the ratters,
They were bred to hunt vermin.
like in the barns and stuff.
Exactly. So for them, that squeaky toy is like irresistible.
A little siren song
It totally is.
for their inner hunter.
So we've got the fetchers and we've got the hunters. What about the dogs who just love the plush toys?
Okay, so plush toys, they can actually tap into a dog's nurturing instincts,
Okay, how so?
especially in female dogs
Uh,
who have had what's called a false pregnancy.
a false pregnancy?
Yeah, it's a hormonal change that basically mimics pregnancy.
Oh, wow.
And those dogs will often treat plush toys as if they were their puppies.
Really?
They'll mother them and carry them around.
Oh, that's so sweet. So we've talked about like comfort and instinct,
Mm-hmm.
but what about their senses?
Right.
Like how does a dog's senses play into their toy preference?
Their senses are huge. I mean, remember, dogs experience the world primarily through their nose.
Oh, yeah.
So a toy that has their owner's scent on it,
Uh,
or even like the familiar smell of their home,
okay.
that can be so appealing to them.
Yeah, that's like a little piece of you.
Exactly. It's like they're carrying a piece of their safe space.
Oh, so it's not even just about the toy itself. It's about the smell
Right.
that comes with it.
And then there's texture, too.
Oh, yeah. Texture is important.
Some dogs love those soft plush toys,
Uh-huh.
while others really need something more durable to chew on.
So like a Kong or something.
Right, like a rubber Kong or a rope toy. It's all about what feels good in their mouth.
Oh, it's like a mouthfeel thing.
Yeah.
Some dogs are gentle chewers. Some are
Rubber chewers.
serious. Okay, so scent texture. What about sound?
Sound. Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about squeaky toys,
Yeah.
but are there other sounds that like
Absolutely.
might attract or deter a dog?
Some dogs love those crinkly toys,
Oh, yeah.
right? But other dogs
Uh,
might be really sensitive to certain noises.
well, so like a
Uh,
dog who's afraid of thunderstorms
Exactly.
probably wouldn't like a toy that like rattles.
Yeah, you really have to pay attention to your dog
Yeah.
and how they react to different sounds.
Yeah. Okay, so we've talked about a lot of stuff. Instinct,
Mhm.
comfort, senses. But how do we know
Right.
for sure
Yeah.
that a dog has a favorite toy?
That's the question, isn't it?
Like, what are the signs?
Okay, so really watch their behavior.
Okay.
Do they carry a certain toy around everywhere?
Uh-huh.
Do they preferentially sleep with it?
Oh, yeah.
Or do they get really possessive with it? Like they might even start guarding it.
Oh, yeah, the garage.
Yeah, if another dog or a person comes near.
I does that
Uh-huh.
with his rope toy. He'll, like, growl and snap if you get too close.
And that's a perfect example of how dogs can view certain toys as like really valuable possessions.
It's almost like it's part of their pack.
Right, and it goes back to that whole pack mentality
Yeah.
and their territorial instincts.
So I guess, like, the answer to our question is yes.
Yes.
Dogs definitely have favorite toys.
They do.
And it's more complicated than we thought.
It is. It's a really interesting mix
Yeah.
of psychology and instinct
Yeah.
and their senses.
Yeah. And I think that makes sense because dogs are complex
They are.
creatures. And so for all you dog lovers out there,
Yeah.
the next time you see your pup with their favorite toy,
Yeah.
just take a moment
Yeah.
and really look at it. What is it about that toy that they love so much? Is it the scent? Is it the texture? The sound? Maybe all three. And yeah, just keep those tails wagging
That's
and the
right.
curiosity flowing. And we'll see you next time.
I have the
Keep dogs.